Good evening.
Hello.
I think our video about the drum cutter was rather popular, relatively speaking.
So you'll never guess what we're going to do
So I've got a new hobby,
now. And it ain't stamps.
which Mr. Martin has been watching carefully with great interest.
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought I'd show some of the fleece, and Mr. Martin hasn't touched this fleece before, so he will give you his first impression. I mean, given your hairy arms, we should probably spin that.
Moving on.
Okay. Now, so two of the fleece, which are in these IKEA bags, the IKEA shoe bags, which I talked about previously because it was really cheap at $1.
Okay.
Not that IKEA has paid me for it, but anyway. And the third one, which I actually bought from what I call the club. But anyway, shall we do the honors? I think we'll do this one. This is the brown thing. Okay, if you could take it out, and it is actually alpaca. So I've carded this, and really. It's ready for spinning. So Mr. Martin is here to demonstrate and giving his, unbiased opinion of how does it feel touching alpaca fleece, Mr. Martin?
Soft.
Very soft, soft and fluffy, isn't it? I love the fact that with my new hobby, I am being introduced to this fantastic fleece. So, look, the thing about joining one of these spinning clubs and all that stuff is you do get access to some best quality fleece around that the country can produce. I mean, Australia is a great producer of merino and alpaca. But I haven't carded merino yet because our dear friend has given me merino to play around with, and I don't really want to ruin it. So what do you think? Should I dye it? That's another process I have to think about.
Well, look, it is a nice colour as it is. You
Yeah.
could do something simple with it.
So what do you think of the alpaca fleece in its raw material?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. What we actually have here is alpaca blanket. So it's rougher than this one. So I've done a lot of alpaca carding, as you see.
Yes.
Okay, so we shall move on to the next one. Oh, you did not zip up the hairs. Okay. So, as I said, you know what? I'm not going to reveal it. I'll ask Mr. Martin to think what he think this fleece is. It's an animal fibre. Oh, you just stuck it. I'm not going to show it to you.
Zip.
Oh, well, you could have been more gentle. You know how many hours it took me to card that?
Do you know how many seconds it took for me to stuff it?
Yeah, well, exactly. So Mr. Martin owes me more fleece, I think. We are going to be all fleeced out. Oh, gosh.
You might want to hit pause for a minute.
No. Just take out the fleece. Don't worry about it. I do this continuously because you can see that here in our videos, we don't do any stops or takes. We're not professional. So it is an animal fibre. What do you think? How does it feel compared to the alpaca?
It's way more coarser than the actual...
Really? Yeah.
The fibres feel harder. Actually a lot coarser.
Coarser?
Yeah.
Yeah. So any guesses? Which animal?
A walking one?
Yeah, it's got 4 legs too. It's not sheep though. That's my clue. Yeah, well, what do you think? Come on. You know your animals.
I need to eat.
Okay, well, what do you think? It took me 3 times to put it through the carder. So now it's soft and fluffy. When I did buy it in its raw form, it was very, tangled together. Yeah. So I was told this fleece probably needs to be blended with another for it to be soft. So...
Look, the alpaca's way softer.
Yeah, the alpaca. That alpaca is wonderful. This one, well, what do you think?
Your video.
Well, give up?
Yeah.
Mohair.
Oh, yeah.
So it's goat. So what do you think? So what do you think of the luster? Apparently that's the good thing about mohair is the luster. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It needs a bit of head and shoulders. It should be all right. And when you missed a bit...
Oh, come on.
The back spot.
Oh, we'll get it off then. Jeez, do you know how how it takes to card this thing? Anyway, I haven't spun mohair yet, so that's going to be a new experience for me.
Okay.
Now you may wonder why I have taken up spinning. It's because before COVID, I came across this spinning wheel at an op shop, and I decided to buy it because it looks like a nice decorative piece, and maybe one day I will use it. Now it's been 4 years since COVID, and Mr. Martin is threatened to throw out my spinning wheel unless I use it.
Well, I wasn't going to throw it out. I was going to use it as firewood.
Well, there you go. See, Mr. Martin's always very sensitive to my purchases.
And practical.
Okay. Oh well. Okay. Finally, this is a $5, which I had to buy it. I had to buy it because, look, Australia doesn't really produce much of this. So, Mr. Martin, what do you think? You can take it out.
I was going to.
Oh, what do you think? It's gorgeous, isn't
It's
it?
actually quite soft.
You know, I can just sleep on it. Like, it's just like, it's so heavenly. Any guesses? It's so soft. Mr. Martin's giving me a look. It's like, well, what do you expect? It's so fluffy. It's so, yeah, well, there's still a bit of pieces. So I think this is actually Australian made, Australian produced. So it's really hard to come across this form of fleece. Is there any guesses?
No, you tell them.
I'll give you a clue. It's related to the mohair. Remember how the mohair is really rough? And feel that it's really soft.
There's a couple of bits in there you've missed.
What? Well, no, I just bought it. I haven't carded it.
Well, that's all right.
Well,
then,
you can you can remove it, but I was told because it is so fine, you don't need to card it.
okay, well, there's chunky bits in there.
Well, you can remove the chunky bits.
That's another video. I know. Tell the good people.
Okay, well, what do you think is related to the mohair? Oh, come on.
cashmere.
Oh, come on. I told you not to look. That's
cashmere.
That's cheating.
No, that's utilising what's available.
Okay, so the intent of this is because I have a lot of cashmere jumpers. And unfortunately, some of them have holes in them. So what I intend to do is spin this and dye it. And I was told by the wonderful experienced ladies of my spinning club that the way to do it is just to buy this, spin, dye it, and match it with the colour of my jumper. So I'll see how I go.
Yeah.
You can remove that black spot there. See, there's that black spot. You can remove it. You can remove it. You know, I mean, if it's raw, what do you think? Anyway, this is so soft. They do have silk fleece or bat.
Bat.
Yeah, they've got some terms I'm not yet familiar with, and it is so soft. But I think just because of the weather. Yes.
Sorry, this is driving me crackers.
The weather. What's driving you crackers?
Because I can't get it off my fingers.
Okay, well, good. I hope the cashmere attacks you. So that's it. That is my intent, and you know,
Yeah, we'll see.
spin my way into cashmere related products. It is rather expensive though. So this cashmere cost me $12 for 50 grams. So that's expensive. Compared to the mohair, that was only 50 cents for 50 grams or $1 per 100 grams. And the alpaca was around the same. So those are the 3 different types of fleece I've been playing around with. And look, they're just lovely to touch into the senses.
It's stuck to my hairs.
Yeah, so that's Mr. Martin for you.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I'll need to spin that. Anyway, bye for now.
See ya.